We're only a few days away from March Madness opening, and, well, Dustin Dupirac is back once again from the Bloomington Herald-Times. Dustin, thank you so much for joining us once again. How you doing?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you for coming on. Obviously, in Bloomington, Indiana. Let's start with Indiana. They obviously are the #1 seed in the East region. They draw either Long Island University, Brooklyn, or I believe that's James Madison. Look, no one seed has ever lost. Hopefully I didn't jinx them, so the trolls will come out at me. But look, it seems like they'll make it through. Their next game could be NC State or Temple. NC State had that season where you thought that they would be really good. Preseason, they were, in the top 15, I believe top 10, and they just didn't pan out this year. They flaked out, as a matter of fact. So let's say that they do draw NC State since they're the favorite. What kind of matchup is that for Indiana?
That's an interesting one because they played them last year, actually, in the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it was probably the game that really got Indiana set off. It was the first game that they got that you started to look at them and say, you know what, this might be an NCAA tournament team because they had to go to Raleigh, had to come back. I think they were down 9, and I can't remember how much time was left. I want to say it was 9. And they rallied back to get him. Now, North Carolina State obviously added some talent just with that really good freshman class with like Rodney Purvis and Ty Warren and those guys. And they've got a lot of athletes. And like you said, I think a lot of people, I think they were a top 10 pick by some people, a top 15 pick by a lot of people at the beginning of the season. You know they're athletic. You know they've got some players. They're not, I haven't delved real too deep into them, but they're obviously inconsistent. There's games that they've won. I think they've got some pretty good wins on that resume, but they've also got some losses to make you scratch your head. But they've got some size. Richard Howell's a tough, big tough guy inside. He was not an easy matchup for Zoller the first time, and Zoller definitely he points to that game as much as anyone other than I would say the first Michigan State game from last year is sort of his welcome to major college basketball game. That this is what it's going to be like.
NC State also had some really bad losses to Maryland, Wake Forest, and Virginia. Do you have NC State meeting Indiana in the next round?
Temple's still a pretty good team. I haven't delved too deep in those guys to see what all they've got, but
sure.
They're always dangerous. It's Temple. They've been that way as long as going back to the Cheney days. Certainly, it's always a team that can get you. And I don't think there's any sure doubt that, it's not a sure thing that it's going to be North Carolina State. But I think both of those teams, have potential.
As far as their region goes, many of the analysts were saying that the Midwest region is the toughest because, Louisville basically doesn't have any breaks. When you look at Indiana's region, they have Miami, who I certainly believe should have been a #1 seed over Kansas. Marquette, who, they had a good year, but they had a very quiet/good year. But really, they had a fantastic season. And then Syracuse, who, had that miserable loss in the championship game of the Big East tournament to Louisville when they were up so big and then just fell apart. What do you think about the 2, 3, and 4 and the rest of the region? Start with the 2, 3, and 4.
I think, just to start with those guys, Miami's obviously a really good team. It's got some big wins. I think obviously some of their losses before ACC play were probably the reason, had a lot to do with the reason that they didn't get 1 seed. I think they might have been able to get back in there if they had to play Duke again in the final. I think that the fact that Duke lost to Maryland didn't do them any favors. They might have got on that one line on the bracket if they took 2 out of 3 from Duke instead of kind of splitting that one. But that's obviously a really talented team. Larinaga has done a pretty amazing job, and especially since they've been complete, since they got everybody back, everybody healthy, they've been pretty dominant. And certainly that's a heck of a matchup. Marquette, like you said, has been quietly that, third best team in the Big East, really, is like after just everybody was talking about Louisville and Georgetown. Yeah. Marquette's been able to sit under the radar. Even Syracuse got up, as much as they kind of fell back and lost a couple games toward the end of the year. And Marquette was just kind of in the middle of that group, and they just kept winning solid games and just putting together a solid resume while nobody was talking about them. They're certainly dangerous. It's an interesting bracket. I think Syracuse is a very interesting matchup just because Indiana's played well against zones. I think Tom Crean said that his stat was that they average about 1.4 points per possession against zones, which is a phenomenal number. But obviously they don't play anybody who lives by the zone. That's what they do all the time. For everybody else, it's a change of pace, and obviously it's not going to be something they're as good at as Syracuse is, which they've been living that style of play forever.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting game for me, and I think all of those, any of those potential matchups are interesting. And it wouldn't be crazy for Butler to come out of the bottom half of that bracket. They were kind of a little bit more middle of the pack in the A-10. I think a lot of people thought that maybe they'd go ahead and run away with that league, but they didn't. But they're certainly dangerous, and obviously beat Indiana in Indianapolis the first time around. Definitely got some talent there. But I think they're better off having not got the Midwest. I mean, I think, certainly I was considering the entire time that, hey, if you're Indiana, you need Indianapolis. Especially if it's on the board. If it's on the board and you don't get it, it's going to feel like a disappointment that you don't get to play through home,
right?
And have that sort of major home court advantage that it would be to play in Lucas Oil Stadium. It would be just totally packed with Indiana fans. Again, it's still a dangerous region. There's still a bunch of teams know that could beat them, starting with the 8-9 game and going through whichever 4 or 5 they get, and whoever comes out of the bottom half of that bracket is going to be a really, really tough out. But I think it's easier than the Midwest.